to BRTV News presentation. I am Hadiza Abbani. Borno State government has disbursed over 800 million naira grant to over 9,000 micro, small and medium enterprises (MES) to enhance their financial capacity in business activities. Government House correspondent Abdul Salam Mohammed reported that the event took place at the Academy Warriors Sports Center in Maiduguri. His report.
Launching the program, Governor Babagana Umar Zulum said, as part of Borno COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus Program, it hoped to address unemployment and reduce restiveness among the youth. The governor explained that the program will boost individual and cooperative businesses in the state, pointing out that out of over 9,000 beneficiaries, more than 4,000 are members of amalgamated Kekena PEP riders unions, while 3,030 were operators of mobile phones under the GSM Operators Association, and 2,000 are from Borno State Tailoring Associations, while charging the beneficiaries take advantage of the grant to increase their business capital. Governor Babagana Umar Zulum said Borno State government is ready to do more towards creating job opportunities to teeming unemployed youth.
Let me reiterate here that this program shall not just go without drawing the attention of the teeming beneficiaries to use this golden opportunity and turn around the fortunes of their businesses and help unlock the economic opportunities in the state. I therefore urge those that are not part of these beneficiaries to be calm as government is making frantic effort to support them with a view to making more productive members of the society.
Earlier, the Commissioner of Youth Empowerment, Poverty Alleviation and Sports, Sain Nabuba, said Borno State government in the last 3 years has disbursed over 4 billion naira to different groups across the state, where many small business owners benefited from the gesture and enjoined the beneficiaries to make proper use of the grant.
Muje Bulabuli textile mumba abunan babalai textile mumba da miliyan 300. Munje animal feed wanda maza su ba kaji abinci don su samu abinci mai gamsar da jiki mun ba da 24 million. Metro Plaza mutane suna bakin hanya suna saye mun ba da 15 million. Lai association da club 63 na mun ba da kudi ya kai 4.2 billion naira.
On her part, the Permanent Secretary, Borno State Ministry of Finance, Mariam Shehu, who represented the Finance Commissioner, Alhaji Adamulawan, said the gesture is to revive the micro, small and medium enterprises by improving their fundamental strength while addressing food security challenges, among others. On their part, the Managing Director, Borno Renaissance and Microfinance Bank, Dr. Bello Alhaji Ibrahim, and the representative of Bank of Industry, Alhaji Ali Mustafa Bello, said their financial institutions are ready to provide support to improve local businesses to achieve the desired goal. High point of the event was symbolic presentation of cash to the beneficiaries by Governor Babagana Umar. Abdul Salam Muhammad reporting.
Member representing Abadan, Guzamala Kukawa and Mobar at the House of Representatives, Bukar Gana Kareto, has empowered 1,000 youth and women of his constituency on modern agriculture. The empowerment program is to make people of his constituency self-reliant through capacity building and subsequent presentation of 50,000 naira for each of their participants trained on modern agriculture held at Damasak, Maiduguri and Baga respectively. Details of the report is presented from our studios.
Each of the 4 local governments of Abadam, Guzamala, Kukawa and Mobar has 250 beneficiaries who got 50,000 naira each after the training on fish farming, vegetable production and animal husbandry. Flagging on the training for people of Abadam and Mobar in Damasak, Bukar Gana Character said the training was meant to expose the returnees to modern techniques of agriculture to start up new life after suffering the devastating effect of insurgency, and assured more of such empowerment programs to address restiveness. While addressing people of Guzamala at the empowerment training held at the Education Resource Center Maiduguri, which was as a result of non-return of the people to their ancestral homes, Bukar Gana Karato said women and youth who were trained could be given assorted seats and 50,000 naira grant, urging them to take advantage of the program. He appreciated people of his constituency for their support and understanding while soliciting for more support so as to continue his work for the betterment of his constituents, particularly women and youth who form large percentage of the people in need of support at all times. In their separate contributions, the Speaker of Borno State House of Assembly, Alhaji Abdul Karim Lawan, APC State Women Leader Hajia Patika Kirna Alkali, and the chairman Guzamala local government, Alhaji Umar Ali, commended the federal lawmaker for adding value to lives of women and youth by training them on modern agriculture with 50,000 naira to each of the beneficiaries, which will go a long way in making them employers of labor. Similarly, while speaking in Baga town, where people of Kukawa local government were trained, Bukar Gana Kareto said the skills acquired and the take-off grant presented to participants, if properly utilized, will benefit not only the beneficiaries but the economic activities of the entire state will improve. He also emphasized the need for people of his constituency to vote massively all candidates of the APC in next year's election. The event in Baga was attended by 10 state assembly members of Northern Borno, 3 members of House of Representatives, and the APC senatorial candidate, among other stakeholders. Beneficiaries of the program appreciated Bukar Gana Kareto for his concern to their plight and prayed Allah to reward him while assuring their total support to the ruling party at all times. High point was presentation of 50,000 naira to the participants in all the locations. Abaramat, BRTV News.
Network for Civil Society Organizations and Partners have organized two-day workshop on voter education ahead of the 2023 general election. The workshop, which took place at Dujuma International Hotels, Maiduguri, drew participants from stakeholders of electoral process. Ibrahim Amarawa was there for BRTV News.
In a keynote address, the chairman of the occasion, who is also the state director, National Orientation Agency, Ambassador Shetima Jafar Imam, enumerated some of the problems emanating during election period, which he said necessitated for such workshop to bring stakeholders together and rub their minds to have free, fair election in the country. Imam Jafar said peaceful election lies on the political parties and their actors, hence the need to properly enlighten the public on the importance on free and fair elections.
The successes of any good election is always based on first upon the political party themselves, because all the issues related to political theory, all the issues related to political conflicts are always emanating from the political party actors.
The representative of Shehu of Borno, who is also the district head of Dusman, Abba Karitrab, commended the Network for Civil Society Organizations for their initiative, adding that such exercise is in line with the National Peace Accord recently signed by all political parties in the country. Earlier, the Executive Director, Civil Society Organizations, Comrade Blama Abiso, said the first day of the voter education exercise is mainly for political parties and security agencies, while the second day is for clubs and associations in the state, and thank British Council, Borno State Government, and other partners for their support. Presenting a paper titled Voter Education as Panakia for Peaceful 2023 Elections, Dr. Abubakar Kaumanguno of the University of Maiduguri spoke extensively on the need for all and sundry to play their roles towards hitch-free elections. The second paper was presented by Deputy Commissioner of Police, Borno State Command, Ahmed Mohammed Bello, who emphasized the need to strengthen inter-agency collaborations towards peaceful 2023 elections. Representative of the Resident Electoral Commissioner said voter education is a primary responsibility of the Commission, but without support of stakeholders, they cannot succeed, and appreciated the organizers for making their work easier. There were goodwill messages from representatives of British Council, Nigeria Customs Service, Nigeria Correctional Services, Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps, Nigerian Bar Association, Nigerian Union of Journalists, Labour Congress, among others. At the end of the workshop, a communique has been presented and also a group photograph of participants. Ibrahim Amarawa, BRTV News.
Sheikh of Dikwa Alhaji Ibrahim Ibn Umar Ibrahim El Kenemi has advised parents to enroll their wards into both Islamic and Western education for the betterment of the society. Alhaji Ibrahim Ibn Umar Ibrahim El Kenemi gave the advice during visit to various schools in Dikwa town, where he interacted with teachers and students of the schools. Details of the report sent in by the Information Unit of the Council is presented from our studios.
Schools visited by the Shehu of Dikwa include Central Primary School, Government Science Secondary School, and the newly established Al-Ansar Primary and Secondary School, all in Dikwa town. Shehu Ibrahim Ibn Umar El-Kelemi, who described education as veritable tool for the socio-economic and political development of the country. The Shehu urged parents to prioritize their children's education and monitor their activities, while calling teachers to always abide by ethics of their profession for the student to become responsible future leaders.
You have to read hard, but at this time, and I urge you to be law-abiding, and you have to respect your parents and guidance, as well as the teachers and the principals in the institution and all the community.
Alhaji Ibrahim Ibn Umar Ibrahim El-Kenemi also advised people of his domain to be law-abiding and live in peace with one another for the development of the country, while praying for restoration of lasting peace and the progress of the state. In their response, the principal and teachers of the schools expressed appreciation to the Sheikh of Dikwa for the visit and assured to do their jobs diligently. Abba Kakaba Master, Brtv News.
Pupils of Kalin Private School in Polo area of the metropolis were at the broadcasting house of the BRTV on an excursion visit as part of their academic pursuits towards adding value to what they were taught in class. Umar Sanda Mohammed covered the visit, and his report is presented from our studios.
The primary pupils, accompanied by their teachers, Ms. Hande Yaro, Mr. Heledi Andrew, Mr. Ilya Andrew, and Mrs. Esther Bitrus Talake, were received by the Director ICT of BRTV, Engineer Kauji Jauro, who first took them round to the transmission section, the live wire of the station. Engineer Kauji informed the visitors that the media house depends largely on power supply and engineering, adding that mechanisms of information communication technology has been adopted now that the world has become ICT compliant to boost production and effectiveness. The pupils were also at the TV studios and the radio sections, as well as control room, where they were received by the duty officer Umar Kamfut Dan Asebe and Mustafa Wakil. While at the newsroom, they were enlightened on the processes of news production and presentation in various languages. Also proceeded to the generator house, drama village, marks, and various offices at the broadcasting house, as well as the ICT section. Muhammad Ajatarab reporting.
That's all we have for you on the news. Join us tomorrow for more reports. Until then, ma'assalam.